Hoi hoi folks, good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are in the world. My name's Sean, aka Uncle Frogface, and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. And apologies for the delay between videos. I have been quite ill with, yes, the dreaded COVID. It's still around. I know, 2 years, and it finally caught up with me. So everything's been slightly delayed, but I'm back. I'm feeling much better. I'm almost testing negative now. The lines are much fainter on the tests. But we're back today, as you probably saw from the title of the video, with this month's ScrawlrBox, which actually opens up some very interesting questions about ScrawlrBox and about going forward with ScrawlrBox. So, without further ado, I think it's time to turn the camera around. Let's crack this open, let's have a chat whilst we do, and let's see how this goes. Okay, so as always, here we are, and I think now than ever it's important for me to say that I'm not sponsored by ScrawlrBox, I'm not affiliated, it's just a box that I have been enjoying working with. However, it would be remiss of me not to mention the fact, as many of you might know if you follow ScrawlrBox or if you get ScrawlrBox yourself, that we're in the midst of another price rise. So ScrawlrBox, when I first started, was £15 per month, and for that £15 you get a box, and inside the contents are more than the cost of the box, and they're curated by an artist or designer. So the contents of the box have not changed. It is still curated by an artist or designer. The contents of the box are still supposed to be more than the cost of the box itself. There's a scrawler scene, all of that kind of stuff. However, last year we had a price rise from £15 to £16.95. It's just been announced that there is going to be another price rise, and this box is going from £16.95 to £18.95. That's an increase of nearly £4 in about a year. So that means that since starting this box, we've had 2 price rises, and that means the price has increased by 26.4%. That is a massive increase. And I've said before that I will be looking at other boxes in the future to be able to do reviews on them. I think this now might be the time for it. Obviously, we'll unbox this one. We still have last month's box to be able to do the Scrawler Challenge for, which was actually a very good box with those watercolour pigment sheets. However, because of my illness, I've been unable to film that. So, today we are going to be unboxing this ScrawlrBox. I don't know whether this will be my last ScrawlrBox unboxing. I do still have points with ScrawlrBox that I can use towards other boxes, but whether I'm actually going to be purchasing boxes in the future is up for debate. I really want to know your guys' opinion. Can you leave a comment down below and tell me whether you'd like me to continue doing ScrawlrBox unboxings, or would you like me to look at other boxes? If you'd like me to look at other boxes, leave comments and suggestions of what you would like me to be looking at down below. Okay, without further ado, let's crack this open and have a look at what we have got inside. Still such a satisfying sound. We've got Tinkerbell in the office with us today as well. Okay, so I'm going to move the contents over to one side. Here we have the Scrawler scene, we have a piece of artwork, we have some Frisk paper. I actually really like Frisk paper, I really rate them, they do some excellent sheets. So this is extra smooth bright white paper, 10 sheets, 250 GSM, feels like really nice, good, solid stock. I'm not going to look in the Scrawler scene just yet because that will give spoilers for what our supplies are this month. I like the colours on it though, it's very kind of fruit pastels, not fruit pastels, what am I thinking of? Fruit salads, if anyone remembers those chewy sweets, it's definitely that colour scheme. And I love the chameleon. I'm guessing this is from Gremrun, let's have a look. Renata Patton, aka Gremrun, independent artist based in Melbourne, Australia. Acrylic paint pens, okay, vibrant colour palettes. These are their links, there we go, zoom in. Brilliant, Etsy, Instagram, Twitter. But yeah, it's a really nice, vibrant piece. Love the Monstera leaves, that's very my vibe. Very nicely drawn chameleon as well. Very bright and colourful. Okay, let's get into the main event. So, as you know, we have, I'm going to poke that in just there. We get our supplies, we get a sticker, we get a sweet, and we get a little menu of what the supplies are. So, open this up, and we have, here we go, there's our sticker taken from the artwork over here. Can I match it up? I think that's a leg. Oh, I think it's down here, maybe. That looks about right. Electric Dreams is our Scrawler challenge for this month. Okay, we've got our Stinger Swizzles Sweet. I'm going to pop that over to the side. Okay. Pigma Micron in purple. This is a 0.5 fine liner in purple. There we go. You see that? Archive link. Brilliant. And then we have, what are these? What are these? They're Pilot. Neon yellow, so they're okay. Yep. Highlighter ink, highlighter. These are neon yellow highlighter ink. Are these paint pens? Potentially paint pens. This is interesting. Crunch. This is interesting because obviously I am an official influencer for Stabilo, who recently sent me some highlighters, and I'm going to be doing some artwork with those, which has been requested on the channel. So yeah, I kind of feel like I'm doubling up, having more highlighter colours. But are these paint pens? Are these? I mean, I'll be honest. There's doesn't seem to be a huge amount here, and I'm actually going to check the price of these products because $16.95 for the current boxes, and they're going to be increasing again. This might be a test of whether these are worth it or not. Okay, Pilot Pintor markers in neon. They are paint markers. They're neon paint markers. We've got Pigma Micron 0.5 in purple, and then the Frisk Bristol board. I mean, I like Bristol board. So it says that these retail at $3.69 each. A Pigma Micron 3, and is this in pounds or euros? Pounds. £3.15, and a Frisk $2.99. I'm going to do a bit of a check on that, I think, and then I'll come back and we can swatch all of these out. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, well, that made for some interesting reading. Just blow my nose, get rid of some of that COVID. Right, so let's start with the Pintor markers. So, it says here they are £3.69 each. I was actually I've got a little post-it note on the side here. Let me just pop this here. So the Pintor markers I was able to find for £2.69 each, and that was at Easy Chalk. And they would have been $2.99 each, but if you buy 4 of them, they're $2.69 each. The Pigma Micron, it says here £3.15. I was able to find that on Amazon for £2.79. And I mean, all of this is a cursory glance without very much searching. The Frisk paper, interestingly, this is 250 GSM Bristol board paper. At art discount, you can get 20 sheets of exactly the same in A5 for £3.65. It says £2.99 for 10 sheets. So in terms of quality, and I'm doing this just because of the price rise, and you have to remember that this company, ScrawlrBox, will also be buying these at cost as well, or very close to it, because they will be buying it in bulk, so it will cost even less than them, than the sellers who are selling it for a lot cheaper price. So, you know, does that make up value for money? Well, I guess that's something for you to decide, and something that I will have to decide on my own as well. But yeah, I just thought it would be a very interesting thing to note, since there is that price rise coming in as of, I believe, August. So, anyway, without further ado, let's start swatching all of these out. Let's start with a flick through the Scrawlerzine. So, we've got our items in this month's box. We've also got, so this is the artist for this month, Renata Patton. There's actually some very lovely work down here. They kind of remind me of Asian block prints. Things to try, so we've got some advice and some artist advice for things to use with these markers. Oh, there we go. So this is the Scrawlr Gallery from April. So this was those lovely pencils that we had. There's a couple of familiar faces in here. So Annie Halberg, definitely, with this little monster. It's very recognisable. But yeah, some very, very nice stuff in here. And then we've got all things neon, so talking about neon, and then some behind the artwork stuff as well. All stuff for me to read off camera later. So I'm going to start, I suppose I should start by prepping. This is a very nice bright white. I'm going to prep these, so they all need shaking. I'm guessing they're like any other paint marker. So let's have a look here. It says, if you can see this, focus camera, shake about 20 times, press down 3 or 4 times, and then get on with it. And then storing, I'm guessing storing vertically, horizontally rather than vertically. But let's grab all of them and give them all a shake. It's probably more than 20, but that's fine. Oh, that's a really, I was going to say it's a really long nib, but no, it's not very secure in there. That is, let me just test, hold on. How bizarre. I've never had paint markers, even really cheap ones, that have such a loose nib. That is incredibly loose. You can see right down inside the pen there. How bizarre. Okay, fine. Let's start by prepping this. So it says I should be able to press it down 3 to 4 times, and that should prep it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can definitely see it now. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're not quite at the end. 16, 17, I think, and now we're there. It's not very heavily saturated, but it is there. I mean, it's a lovely colour. A little bit streaky. Let's really prep this. Yeah, nice colour, although, okay, it's really pulling up the paper. Bristol paper is very good at taking different mediums, but I'm not sure how well you can see this. There we go, can you see how that's really tearing up the paper? If you don't kind of go over it and over it, I guess it's fine, it's not tearing anything up. I think these are definitely going to need some care and attention to get them working nicely. Let's try the green. Apologies for my sniffing and coughing and stuff, guys. It's an occupational hazard of being a COVID plague carrier, unfortunately. Only a few more days and I'll be back to normal. Again, it feels quite streaky, and then when you go over it, I mean, I'm really trying to load this tip as much as I can. When you go over it, then it starts to pull up the paper underneath. If I go back and forth, like I'm kind of, it really is, like the paper is pilling so much. I have to say, so far, not overly impressed. I was kind of hoping, with all the controversy, and there is a lot of controversy about the fact that there's been another price rise. Online forums and comments are rife with unhappiness. But yeah, this is. I was expecting a better box, considering all the controversy there is. Colours nice. Let's try this one, the yellow. So as I said, guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me whether you think I should be continuing with ScrawlrBox, looking at other boxes. They seem to layer on top of each other quite nicely. Bit of, oh no, that's picked up the pink there and transferred it over there. And that pink is completely dry now, but it's still, hey ho. Okay, interesting, we don't have any pencils or anything in this box, so nothing to sketch out with. You know, when I do ScrawlrBox, I like to do the challenges only with the supplies that are in the box, so it's going to be interesting to see how I sketch out with this one. But the Pigma Micron, it's a standard Pigma, it's a really nice 0.5 line. The colour's nice, it's going to be an interesting contrast with the neons and then the purple. I feel like I'm being really harsh with this box, but I'm really not. These supplies just seem subpar. I mean, look at that pilling on the paper. I don't know, I'm really torn, guys. Of course, I will use the supplies and I will do the Scrawler Challenge, which this month is Electric Dreams. But yeah, it seems like not a lot for an art subscription box, and the quality doesn't seem great either, which I'm actually surprised at, because, you know, Pilot are an excellent manufacturer, but these just don't seem great. And the Pigma Micron and I don't know. I'm torn, guys. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think, because this is an interesting one, and something that I think warrants a discussion. So yeah, as always, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video, and until next time, goodbye.